guys, welcome back to my channel, and today we'll be talking about two different stories which actually come back together as technically one story, but it's about two places, one family in a small town called Demopolis in Alabama. Now in the future what I want to do is actually do a spirit box session at one or both of these places, and they are called, the first one is called Bluff Hall. It was the first house that was made, and then the second house that this family made is called Lyon Hall, which they're not very far from each other. They are plantation homes, and I actually researched a little bit about their backstory, so I will actually read from what I have found. Now, a lot of people have said that Bluff Hall is actually haunted, but it actually sounds like Lyon Hall is more haunted than Bluff Hall, and I'll explain to you why in just a minute. Okay, so Bluff Hall is a historic residence in Demopolis, Alabama, United States. The original portion of the house is in the Federal style, with later additions that altered it to the Greek Revival style. It was documented as part of the Historic American Buildings Survey in 1936 and added to the National Register of Historic Places in 1970. It serves as a historic house museum with the interior restored to an 1850s appearance. Now, the history. And this is on Bluff Hall, if I didn't say that already. So, the house was built in 1832 by Allen Glover for his daughter Sarah Serena Glover and her husband Francis Strother Lyon. The house was built by slaves. The Lyons used Bluff Hall as a townhouse. They also owned several outlying plantations. Bluff Hall was one of several homes built atop a limestone cliff overlooking the Tombigbee River, known as White Bluff, on land that Francis Lyon had purchased a few years earlier from the town commissioners of Demopolis. The house was altered in the 1840s with the addition of the two-story front portico and a large rear wing. The new rear wing, sorry I can't say that, contained the dining room and kitchen at ground level and two bedrooms on the second floor. This new construction also added the other Greek Revival details. The house remained in the Lyon family until 30th October 1907. That's my birthday. Well, 1992, but October 30th is, so that's cool. When it was sold to A.R. Smith, the Smith family maintained it as a residence into the 1940s, though the upper floors were converted to apartments. The house was sold again in 1948 and continued as apartments. The Marengo County Historical Society purchased the house on the 22nd of March 1967 in order to restore and convert it to a historic house museum. Now, the next story, like I said, same family, two different houses. Next story is on Lyon Hall. Lyon Hall, also known as the Lyon Lamar House, is a historic Greek Revival mansion in Demopolis, Alabama. It was built over a period of 3 years by George Gaines Lyon and his wife, Anne Glover Lyon. Lyon was an attorney and the nephew of Francis Strother Lyon, who maintained a residence nearby at Bluff Hall. Okay, now the history. There's not much on the history, but this is why I think it's more haunted than actual Bluff Hall. George Lyon began construction on the house in 1850. It would continue until 1853. Upon completion of the house, they traveled to New York City to furnish it. Lyon descendants lived in the house until the death of George Gaines Lyon Lamar in 1996. The house was donated to Marengo County Historical Society in May 1997. And the rest, yep, and that's it. But someone, you know, passed away in 1996 in that house, so I think it sounds more haunted. Maybe someone died in Bluff Hall. I'm not really sure. Like I said, that's all I found on the history of those houses. I'm sure I could probably find more in some kind of Demopolis archives if I can find any. But like I said, I'll still do both houses, but I'm actually kind of more interested in Lyon Hall, to be honest, but I guess we'll see. A lot of people don't know this, but Demopolis is actually rich of haunted houses. There is the biggest famous one called Gaineswood. So that house I would love to just go in and just do all kinds of spirit communications, but it is a historical house. Well, now that it's also a museum, but so most likely, and it's gated, so I definitely won't be able to go in, unfortunately. Maybe there's some way to, you know, get it more talked about on this channel. I would love to like go in depth on it and actually probably try to do a spirit box if I can. I'll see if I can. If I can't, it's fine. If I can't go onto the property and do it, it's fine. But yeah, so we will actually dive more into Lyon and Bluff Hall right now. But there's a lot of just history in Demopolis, so I think it's cool because I'm from there. Well, that's all for today, and I hope you liked this video, and I hope you comment, like, and subscribe. And there's actually like a little bell somewhere down here besides subscribe. You're gonna have to click it in order to get notifications of when I post new videos, but if you don't, it's cool. But yeah, so the next video I'll be working on it. I'm doing a spirit box at Lyon Hall, so can't wait for that. So I will see you guys next time.